Scott, thank you for joining us. 1-1 here at the Broadfield Stadium tonight. It's a point gain, but do you think it could or should have been more?
Yeah, I do. I think on reflection, we've played outstanding in my opinion. I thought we were very, very good tonight. We limited them to very little. They've got some real attacking threats and we limited them to very little. It was a penalty that wasn't. Again, another talking point, but give them a leg up, and I thought we were excellent all night. I thought for a team who's lost the last however many games it is now, and I've been really big on this about we never change what we do. I don't want us to become direct and nervous and edgy and anxious. I want us to keep playing our style of football. And I thought we did it brilliantly tonight. I thought we cut through them at times. And I thought that we deserved more than probably a point. But it's another point in the direction we want to go in. We'll take it, we'll wipe our mouth and move on.
In terms of the last few games, would you say there's been a big improvement in what we've seen tonight? Obviously, we spoke a lot about the desire from the lads, and it seemed that they certainly weren't lacking any of that this evening.
Well, we go after performances, and I was happy with the performance at Crewe. Certainly in the second half, I thought that we were very, very good. I thought we were the better side. Someone's just told me Crewe beat Stockport tonight, is that right? Yep. So just goes to show what they're capable of. And I thought that we took them to the wire on Saturday. And tonight I thought that, it was clear to see that, in my opinion, we were the better team tonight. And, kind of disrupted by a poor refereeing decision. But it is what it is. Like I say, it's another point in the direction we want to go in. The lads, I've got to say, during this period of not winning games, have been brilliant. The attitude of the lads has been class, and the fact that, because I will never change as a manager in terms of how we play. It's important to me. The style of football is really, really important, and we won't change, and the lads are really buying into it, and neither will they. And I think it was clear to see tonight how we dominated the ball, and at times, I thought the crowd were really good tonight. I thought they were patient with us. I thought first half we probably didn't cut through them as well as we could have done. I thought that we tried playing around the sides of them with rollouts and it didn't work, so we changed things at half-time. So can we play through the middle a little bit more? And I thought the players executed it perfectly.
Lots of positives to talk about tonight, as you say. Jeremy Kelly was a highlight for a lot of fans, especially in the first half. He seemed really bright. He seems to have adapted to their style really well, considering he's only been here a week. And obviously, Ronan Darcy, coming to the side after, impressing again, like Jeremy off the bench against Crewe. So there are some positives as well to take, aren't they? Yeah,
we had to freshen it up. There's some tired legs after the game against Crewe. Some real tired legs, so we had to freshen it up. And I felt that Jeremy did brilliantly well against Crewe, and so did Darcy when he come on and showed a real spark. So that was the reasoning behind that. And I think there's been some tired legs with players who have played a lot of games, and it needed to be freshened up. And I'm pleased I did that. And I thought the subs who come on made a real impact as well.
Yeah, and I suppose that's another positive take, isn't it? Is whilst we can make those changes, we've also got those quality players to come off at the bench. Harry Force looked a real bright spot when he came on. It was very close to netting a winner at the end, which I think a few people probably thought had gone in. But yeah, it shows, doesn't it? We've got good depth, and we can use all the players that we've got available to us.
Yeah, I wouldn't have wanted to play on that right hand side for Walsall tonight for sure. You got Jeremy Kelly in the first 60, 70 minutes, and then all of a sudden little Harry Forster comes on and wants to run in behind and take you on. I wouldn't have wanted to play there, and I thought, I thought the subs showed a real spark when they come on the pitch. And listen, we've got good strength in depth, and we're going to need all them players because obviously we've got a lot of games coming thick and fast. Saturday, Tuesday, so we'll have to freshen it up. Whilst certain players want to play every minute of every game, I get that, but it is a team game, and we have to make sure that we pick the right team, and it's horses for courses, as they say, and I think we did that well tonight.
Yeah, obviously another home game to attack on Saturday against Forest Green. Has that performance and that result made it a slightly easier week for you than it had been in the last couple of weeks? Is it a clearer message now? We're very nearly there, and tonight could have been easily 3 points.
We go after performances, not results. We feel results will follow performances, and our performance tonight was outstanding, and that was the biggest thing for me. And again, listen, it's a point gain to where we want to get to. Do I feel we deserve more out of it? Yeah, I think we did. I think we deserved 3 points, but we didn't get it. We wipe our mouth and move on, but I'm pleased with the performance.
Thanks, Scott.
Thank you.
Hi Scott,
Hi.
just a word on Jeremy Kelly again as well. What more can we expect from him? Obviously, first start tonight at Forest Green at weekend. So what's to come?
I think goals probably. I think it's clear to see he's very comfortable in possession. He comes inside the pitch really well. I thought he rotated brilliantly with Ronan Darcy. Sometimes you saw Darcy wide and Jeremy inside the pitch. I think you'll see goals from him. He's an athlete. He's a very, very good runner. He's not played a lot of football, so it was probably the right decision to take him off. I don't know what minute it was, probably between 60 and 70, but it was always kind of planned because I don't want him to, with him not playing too much football, we don't want to kind of injure him. He's just kind of walked through the door, so we want to make sure that we pick the right amount of minutes for certain players, and obviously he's one that's important to us. But no, he was very, very good tonight, wasn't he? And had a real spark about ourselves down that left-hand side, as much as we did down the right-hand side.
Yeah, and whilst he took the headlines, Mustafa Olagunji also made his debut last 10 minutes. What can we see from him as well, young centre-back?
Yeah, Muzzy's a comfortable footballer. Will make passes. And he's quite aggressive defensively as well. Jay was struggling in the middle of the pitch, and we just felt that it was probably the right change to make, where we could bump Will back inside and put Muzzy on as a centre half. Thought he did fine. I think there was just one pass maybe where he didn't put enough weight on it, but apart from that, he did fine. So yeah, Muzzy's a young player who's trying to make his way in the game, and this is a really good football club with the coaches that we've got here for him to really improve himself.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Andy, anything to add before Gary?
Just a quick one, Scott, if I may. The penalty, did you just feel...
No, I've watched it back. It's
You've
not a
watched it
penalty.
back?
He's not touched him. No one's touched him. He's dived. So, I just said to the referee, you can only give it if you see it. And we ain't seen it because it's not there. He's pulled his foot away. It's really clear. I don't understand it, but there you go.
Tough.
Yeah, of course it's tough. Yeah, it's tough. It's tough every week. We play Crewe on Saturday and we have a man lunging in with a 2-footed tackle. Like, everybody in the world knows it's a sending off apart from the man that makes the decision. And then that was in the 9th minute. And then we play the rest of the game against 11 men when we should be playing against 10 men. It's disgusting. And then Clyde Lolas literally shuffles around the pitch for the rest of the game because he's hurt bad, and he grits his teeth and gets on with it because that's what he's like. He should have been a sending off. And then tonight we have another one where it's not a penalty, he gives a penalty. It's just almost like every week we're saying it.
When people say, don't worry, it'll even out.
No, there's no point kind of like worrying about it because we'll have another one Saturday, no doubt. But we just got to make sure that we play our football and we attack as best as we can and defend as best as we can. And the man in the middle hopefully gets it right. And he's a toss of a coin at the moment.
But you're upbeat tonight. We can
I'm
tell,
really
because
upbeat.
of the
I'm upbeat because of the
performance.
performance was very, very good. And what I'm proud about is the fact that when you're losing games, a lot of people kind of say to you and think about, can we change our style? Can we go a bit direct? I will
That's
never.
one thing that you're not gonna
I'll never. I'm kind of like plan A is.
Makes you even more determined.
Plan A is plan A. We do what we do, and plan B is be better at plan A. And I thought we did plan A better tonight than we have done probably in the past games. So, and the players really buy into it. They almost look at it. Certainly the formation and the philosophy of how we play. They look at it like the Bible, and they really believe in it, and so do I.
And that gives you a spring in your step, doesn't it? It's what you want to
We've
give
created something
your
brilliant
players.
here with the players and the staff and everybody. We're doing great, and like I say, I'm really proud of the players.
Brilliant.
Thank you.
Thanks, Scott.
Jeremy, thank you for joining us. A big welcome to Crawley first of all. How have you found your first 2 games as a Red?
They've been good. I'm just getting situated, getting used to English football. but I think the 2 results really haven't gone our way. I thought we deserved a bit more today and on Saturday, but we're playing well, so I think going forward we'll be all right.
Yeah, lots of positives to take, obviously, for yourself as well. Being thrown sort of straight in at the deep end against Crewe, and as you say, result didn't go away, but clearly impressed the gaffer enough, to earn yourself a start this evening. So, in terms of starts for you have gone, it's a pretty good one, isn't it?
Yeah, I thought I played all right. Ran out of steam a bit towards the end. It's been a while since I played. The off season in the US is a little different, so it's been a few months. But I thought first half it was good. Created a few things. Probably should have been a bit more decisive. But overall, I'm learning a bit about English football, and it's a little different. So I think it's been positive. Yeah.
In terms of when you say you've been learning, is there any sort of noticeable differences? Is it the pitch? Is it the sort of pace of the game, strength?
It's a bit of everything. It's the pitch. It's just a bit more direct. And you just got to figure out how to play with some of your teammates. Every team plays a bit differently. So I'm just getting used to that. But yeah, no, it's physical. It's up and down, back and forth. And it takes a big bit of getting used to, but I've just got to play my game and figure out how to adapt.
Yeah, you said earlier in the interview that perhaps we should have got more tonight. It's not a bad result, considering that we lost the last, few games before this. So it's a step in the right direction. And I suppose it's a positive for you to, have come in and, made your mark and, contributed to what we have to consider as a, a point gained.
Yeah, I thought the boys showed a lot of courage and not letting up when we were down a goal. We probably could have gone. We had a few more chances, but that's the game of football. And the lads showed a lot of resiliency and coming back and keeping the energy going, which is tough, especially with the Saturday, Tuesday turnaround. Some of the boys had tired legs, and they didn't let that affect them. So overall, I think it was a positive performance. Could have gotten more, but is what it is.
You say you're obviously taking in sort of, a lot to learn, so far, but I suppose it's the perfect environment, isn't it? Considering, as you said there, we've got a lot of games, Saturday, Tuesday, sort of back to back. It's not going to take you long, is it? It's, it's going to be coming pretty thick and fast.
No, like you said, I'd prefer to be thrown in the deep end and need to have to get used to it. But yeah, no, the Tuesday, Saturday games, I think we've got one next week too. So everybody in the squad is going to be required to help. And all the boys have been good. They've already gotten 75% of the season through, so they're pretty match fit, and it shows. But again, it's not easy, especially with how intense these games are, and every point makes a difference. So we did well to get a point today, and hopefully we'll get 3 points on Saturday.
Yeah, adding to the fact like you're new to League Two and English football, the physicality up there, was it a lot tougher than what you've used to?
I think the second division in America is still pretty physical. You've got some athletic lads, but every single game here means something, and that's a little different to the U.S. So you can see there's a bit more pressure. It doesn't matter if you play well or if you pass it around. You need to win, and you need to get 3 points or a point. So you can tell that the atmosphere is good. There's a completely different atmosphere to over in the U.S. And so that adds a bit of pressure, and the fans help. You can go for 90 minutes, and they give you a little boost towards the end when we're tied up at 1-1. So it's different, but I'm getting used to the physicality. But again, it's not so different. The game of football is the game of football, so I've just got to play the way I play.
Yeah, and moving on to Saturday against Forest Green Rovers, what do you expect from that game?
I don't know too much about Forest Green Rovers. But I think every game in this league is competitive, and you can't take your foot off the pedal because, again, we're hoping to be in the promotion playoff race. So every game from here on out is massive.
Thank you.